The project demonstrates testing Clerk authentication in a Next.js application using Playwright, covering email signup, signing, and CI-friendly strategies. E2E tests ensure seamless user flows during signup and onboarding, which raises questions about integrating Clerk authentication into a CI-friendly testing approach. Key takeaways include that Google OAuth is not suitable for CI due to blocking automated browsers, and that leveraging backend tickets allows user authentication without UI interaction. Installation requires cloning the project, running pnpm install, and configuring Clerk API keys in the nv.local file. Creating the Clerk app involves running a series of commands to set up a Next.js application and installing the necessary Clerk SDK. To set up Playwright, similar commands are executed as with Clerk, ensuring all necessary dependencies are included. The app can be run locally using a simple command, allowing developers to test in a development environment. To run tests, a test user must be created in Clerk, and environment variables must be set for the testing configuration. Technologies used in this project include Next.js, Playwright, Clerk, and @Clerk testing, forming the backbone of the testing suite. Key concepts important to the testing strategy are outlined, including CI processes, state management, and using specific tools for testing Clerk authentication. The design section discusses key decisions and constraints that guide the E2E testing strategy for Clerk with Playwright. Constraints identified include being a solo developer, low maintenance tolerance, the need for mobile and desktop testing, and prioritizing sign-up reliability. 3 design options for handling Clerk authentication in tests were explored, focusing on varying degrees of UI automation. The full UI automation approach offers maximum realism, but faces challenges like bot detection and requires extensive maintenance. The hybrid approach improves speed and stability by pre-authenticating and allows for business logic testing without repeating login flows. The backend session injection method relies on Clerk's SDK to create authenticated sessions programmatically, bypassing the UI. Comparison of the options highlights pros and cons, focusing on how each aligns with testing requirements, such as speed, maintenance, and testing comprehensiveness. The chosen design is option 2, a hybrid method which balances UI auth tests with pre-authentication for increased efficiency. Layer 1 of the testing strategy includes critical smoke tests for essential user interactions like sign-up, with manual checks for Google OAuth. Layer 2 describes how the ongoing tests leverage pre-authentication to improve reliability and focus on app functionality rather than UI workflows. The code structure section outlines the organization of source files within the Playwright test suite, detailing various project setups. The project structure centers around managing authentication and testing integrity through the playwright.config.ts file. The auth.setup.ts file establishes initial authentication by creating a session that can be reused in authenticated tests, streamlining the process. The dashboard.test.ts file exemplifies how authenticated tests operate under established sessions to verify access without needing to log in each time. The global setup.ts file is instrumental in loading environment variables and enabling Clerk's testing capabilities for seamless test execution. The routes.test.ts file validates navigation and accessibility of pages, focusing on both authenticated and unauthenticated states. The email signin.test.ts confirms that users can successfully sign in and access the dashboard through effective session management. The email signup to test script tests the signup process with email, ensuring that new users can navigate to the dashboard successfully. This step ensures that user cleanup occurs post-integration tests to maintain a clean testing environment. The demo section outlines the process to create a Clerk application, demonstrating the app creation and local execution steps. The first step entails navigating to the Clerk app creation process, assisting users in setting up their accounts. After creating the Clerk app, users can proceed to set up their application for immediate use. Subsequent steps include acquiring API keys that are crucial for integrating Clerk functionalities within the application. Final steps direct users to properly insert API keys into their project configuration for successful Clerk app functionality. This step encapsulates the necessary actions for setting up and finalizing the Clerk application creation. Upon running the Clerk application using pnpm dev, users can interact with the app, including signing in or registering. Signing in or signing up options for users highlight the flexibility of Clerk, supporting various authentication methods. Once users are signed in, they gain access to different app functionalities, including the dashboard. The testing process culminates in executing multiple tests that cover various scenarios and browsers, ensuring robust performance. References provide additional learning resources related to Playwright testing and Clerk integration.